It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Tremaine Edmonds. He's one of the league's best at running a defense and reached 100 tackles last week. It's the Bears and the Cardinals, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 53 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm with the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
More the motion man. On 2nd down, Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Williams. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. but I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Murray. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
3rd and 4.
Murray going to throw. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throws right side, and that's complete. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Williams. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Williams.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd
Jervon Dexter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now Murray throwing on second down. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. First carry for James Conner. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Dante Pettis deep for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Williams. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Roll. Check.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the gun, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's again complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Murray again. Out to the right here to Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing again, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. There he goes, left side. Off to the races, DeAndre Swift. And all the way down to the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final score there. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Will Levis strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down, Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now third down and 7.
Throwing now is Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Moore, the motion man. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Javon Dexter
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bears take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Moore, the man in motion.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Ready? Ready?
Operating from the gun, Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 7, and the Cardinal first down. Coach.
Here's Murray. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. To throw is Murray.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Murray to air it out again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Back to throw, Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. But hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 2nd down now, it's Benson. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Now that's a killer, because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
To a knee goes Murray, and that should just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to